Welcome. My name is Karen Ash, and I work in the Financial Aid Office at Clackamas Community College. Also, I'm a member of the Oregon Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators, commonly known as OASFAA. I will be your narrator for this FAFSA/ORSAA completion video. This video is the first of our 9 core videos. First, let's talk acronyms. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, a form administered by the U.S. Department of Education. The ORSAA is the Oregon Student Aid Application, a form administered by Oregon's Office of Student Access and Completion, part of the Higher Education Coordinating Commission. Students will complete either the FAFSA or the ORSAA, but not both forms. Students who are U.S. citizens will complete the FAFSA. Remember, students who are natives of Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, or the Northern Mariana Islands are U.S. citizens. Students who are natives of American Samoa, Swan Islands, or the U.S. Minor Outlying Islands are U.S. nationals and should complete the FAFSA. Eligible non-citizens include citizens of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, the Federated States of Micronesia, and the Republic of Palau, and lawful permanent residents of the United States. These students should complete the FAFSA. Students who have a permanent resident card, formerly known as the green card, will complete the FAFSA. Students who are undocumented or who have deferred action for childhood arrival status, or DACA, should complete the ORSAA. Sometimes, a student may have a different citizenship status than their parent or other family members. If this is the case, the student's status drives which form to complete. If the student is a U.S. citizen, but the parent is a citizen of another country, the student will complete the FAFSA. It's always okay to call a financial aid office and ask for help if you can't figure out which form your student needs to submit. OSAC has created an easy tool called the FAFSA/ORSAA Pre-Filter Tool to help you find the right form for your student if you have any doubts. The FAFSA and ORSAA forms ask the same questions. They collect data about students, parents, and spouses if the student is married. The data is run through the same formula called federal methodology. The formula calculates a 6-digit number, which ranges from 0 to 999,999, called the Expected Family Contribution, or EFC. This EFC allows financial aid administrators to rank students according to their need. The FAFSA and ORSAA send the Expected Family Contribution to the colleges and universities the students lists on their forms. The FAFSA and ORSAA are important forms. They are the first step in the financial aid process. The forms themselves do not award financial aid to students. Colleges and universities create financial aid offers based on the information provided on the FAFSA or ORSAA and the requirements and restrictions of each type and source of financial aid. For example, only FAFSA students may receive financial aid from federal sources of funding, such as the Federal Pell Grant, Federal Work Study, and federal student loans. FAFSA and ORSAA students may both receive financial aid from the state of Oregon, such as the Oregon Opportunity Grant and the Oregon Promise, as long as they meet the criteria for the program. Colleges and universities themselves offer financial aid from their own funds, including institutional grants, institutional scholarships, and institutional work study. Outside sources of financial aid, such as community-based scholarships and private student loans, are coordinated by the Financial Aid Office in conjunction with other types and sources of financial aid the student is receiving. This coordination is why the financial aid administrators are so important to the process. Completing the FAFSA or ORSAA is a very important first step in the financial aid process, which is why we're so happy you're willing to help students complete the forms accurately. Be aware, though, that FAFSA or ORSAA completion is just one step in the financial aid process. Students will be asked for additional information, so please be sure not to give them the impression that they're done with financial aid. The student may be selected for verification or asked to provide a copy of their high school diploma. Please accept our thanks again for helping students to complete their FAFSA or ORSAA accurately. Without completing the appropriate form, with assistance from you, these students wouldn't receive any financial aid. We are so happy for your help. Congratulations on completing an installment of the FAFSA-ORSAA completion training. We know that even in small doses, the information can be daunting, so please feel free to watch this session as many times as you need. You can even come back to it when you're helping students. If questions arise, you can contact an Oregon College or University Financial Aid Office for additional clarification. When you are ready, you may move on to the next session. Thank you so much for joining us.